Hi, and welcome to Unlock Your Healing Potential. I am super excited to have you here. My name is Heather Silva. For those that don't know me, I'm the creator of Transformative Art Healing, and I wanted to put together this masterclass for you just to give you a taste of this revolutionary new healing method that's changed my life and the lives of many others at this point. So a little bit about me. I am a holistic healer, and I've been in the natural health industry for probably 30 years, which shows how old I am. But I've spent most of that time helping other people get well in one way or another and following my own healing journey. That's kind of what started me on this path. And today, we're going to learn how we get stuck and also how to start clearing those blocks and shift into a lighter, more vibrant you. And all of that without me boring you with the full recipe. So let's dive in. My first question is, what's holding you back? Like, have you ever felt stuck? And like there's a weight that you can't seem to shake. Maybe it's a trauma, maybe it's a limiting belief, something like, I'm not good enough. Maybe it's a phrase that you heard over and over growing up. Maybe it's several things. And sometimes it's just not having enough energy, like you're just too drained and can't seem to live your life in the way that you would like to. And we know that our body our body keeps the score, right? So any kind of trauma that we have lived through, which I think we can safely say in the last handful of years or so, it's no longer an issue of chronic stress, but I firmly believe that we have been living in a time where it's just chronic traumatization in one way or another. And all of that trauma gets stored in our body. So it's basically like carrying multiple backpacks full of rocks and maybe dragging a few suitcases around with you. And eventually what happens is it becomes so heavy and we don't even know like really what all is in there. And we just know that we're stuck and it's too heavy to move forward. And there's just too much to unpack there. So we have an energy field where our emotions, our memories, our patterns get stored within us. So it's not just like our physical body, but it's our entire being. And studies have shown that unresolved trauma can spike hormones like cortisol. Thinking about, the chronic traumatization and re-traumatization that's happening with people in today's world, we are living in a constant state of survival. So fight, flight, fawn, freeze. And really, when you're living in that state, your body, it's kind of like, I used to use the analogy with my natural health clients, when you are hiking in the woods and you see a bear, you need to get away, right? Like it's a matter of survival. And so our bodies are so amazing. What happens is our cortisol spikes, we get an adrenaline rush, our digestion slows down. Everything that's not needed within our body systems slows down. And so everything that is needed to save our lives is sped up. And so all of the energy kind of goes to that place. And that's what happens when you are chronically in a survival mode. You get stuck there. And so then, after a while, like your body, your hormones are completely imbalanced. your adrenals can no longer produce that much cortisol. So then you become exhausted all the time. Your digestion has been chronically slow. And so you pack on weight, you're not sleeping. It presents this whole cascade of dis-ease within your physical body, not to mention that hormones pretty much rule and reign, right? And so when things are out of balance and you're stuck in survival mode, your thoughts aren't clear, brain fog, right? And so our emotions are affected, our mental health is affected. So really, not only does the dis-ease settle into our physical body, but our energetic body is affected as well. It really affects like our entire being. So getting back to my notes here, there's good news. So we can clear it out, we can shift that energy, and that's what transformative art healing does. It's a holistic way to lighten your load and step into your potential. So we take you from stuck to shifted. And here's a nice look, like from the dark storm to the beautiful vacation spot. So it's not just about feeling better, it's becoming a version of yourself that's both free and alive. Transformative art healing has two big phases. So phase one is sort of like the clearing out, the lightening your load part. We're getting rid of the backpacks, the luggage, those things that hold you back, bringing our body into more of a homeostatic space, right? Creating balance there. So we are taking out all of that stuff in phase one through various steps. And to give you another analogy of why we need to clear out the negative before we can bring in the positive, something better that's really going to transform us. Think about your dresser at home and think about like all the clothes that are in there, and we want new clothes. And so we go and we shop and we come home, and instead of taking out the old clothes that no longer fit or don't appeal to us anymore, we just put in new clothes. And it might be a little bit tight, but they're still fitting in, right? It's a little bit more weight in the drawers that we like. We go out and we get new clothes and we stuff those in. Pretty soon the drawers are not closing well. Everything's like wrinkled up in there and getting mixed around, and the drawer bottoms are getting a little rickety. So we just put more in, and pretty soon we can't close the drawers. And so that's kind of like when we don't clear out the negative like we do in the first phase, then there isn't any room for the new, the positive, that full like healing energy, that higher frequency that we really want. So what we have to do is we have to clear out those old clothes because they don't resonate with us. We don't like them. They're not in style. They don't fit. They don't serve us anymore. So in order to enjoy your new clothes, you really have to clean out the old, and then you can neatly fold your new clothes and your drawers open and close with ease, and you can see what you have, right? You're much happier, much lighter, and your dresser is much happier. So then the second phase is phase two, and that's where we bring in, we sort of reprogram, recalibrate, we bring in what it is that is going to help you to step into the best version of yourself. And I have some testimonials that I'll show you here in a minute, but basically that's, without giving you and boring you with the whole 12 steps, that's sort of how it works. So we're going to stop for a minute and we're going to do a little exercise to give you just a taste. So I'll invite you to get comfortable, And close your eyes for a minute, just settle in, and can go ahead and take a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and a big sigh out through your mouth. And we'll do this a couple of times, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And now I'd like for you to think about something small that's bugging you today. Maybe it's a worry, a tension, overwhelm. And now that you have your topic, I want you to imagine that you're gathering the energy of that small thing that's bothering you. You're just taking it, going through your body, and just gathering it in your hands. Scooping it all up. And once you have it in your hands, I'd like for you to just take a minute and just feel the weight of it. And then go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose. And on your next exhale, I want you to push that energy out. And just let it float away. Watch it dissolve. And then go ahead and take another deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And now picture a bright, warm, loving light filling that space. And just take a minute and notice how that feels. And now take another deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And now that's just a sneak peek of clearing the energy and then feeling the new, happy, loving energy. It's very simple and powerful. And so what we just did is a tiny taste of transformative art healing. The full process takes you deeper, 12 steps that clear out the heavy stuff and reprogram you with energy and purpose. It's holistic, meaning that it works on your emotions, your energy, and even your spirit. And in a moment, I'm going to show you what our clients have been saying about that. The great thing is that you don't have to do it alone. I've created a practitioner certification course that teaches this method. And it's not just for pros, but for people that are interested in healing themselves, maybe even just reaching a new goal or having an actual New Year's resolution stick this time. It's a complete game changer. So today I'd like for you to join me. I want to extend that invitation to you because transformative art healing is more than a method, it's a movement. And wellness certifications are booming. We're only, at the time of this recording, the first part of April, which is the best month of the year. And wellness certifications are already up 15%. Because people really need transformation. They need support. They need the support of a loving community. And also, there are a lot of people out there who simply just want to help others heal and live healthier and happier lives. So whether you're a coach, a healer, or just passionate about growth, it's hands-on, supportive, and it's definitely life-changing. Again, I will show you some testimonials here in just a second. If this is something that resonates with you, even the slightest, you can head on over to the website, transformativearthealing.com, and get more information. And I have a special gift coming to you soon after. And you're not only like having a course, but we're a great community. Like, we're super tight knit. This isn't like just signing up and then you're kind of learning on your own and you're out there all by yourself. And once you get your certification, you know, you're kind of out in limbo, not really knowing what to do with it or how to build a business. This is completely different. By the time you get through the certification, like, you have tools, and you will even have opportunity to join us and be a part of the practitioners directory, mentorship opportunities. There's a lot of things that are possible for you after the certification course. So here's what one of our clients had to say. I personally had a TAW session in hopes that a horribly painful headache would disappear. TAW didn't disappoint. After 15 minutes, my headache melted away and did not return. I have passionately studied energy healing therapies for over the past 25 years. TAW is an amazing modality unlike that I have ever encountered before. I hope to become a certified TAW practitioner so that I can add this wonderful technique to my collection and help as many people as possible. And for me personally, I had something sort of, I would say it was pretty traumatic, happened between a family member and I last summer, I think it was. And without disclosing too much information, I have healed a lot of things in my life, but this thing, I was not able to get past it. And I went into my big toolbox and I tried everything, and it just would not resolve. And the hatred within me was building. And I don't hate anybody. Like, that isn't something in me. But what was happening in my body and my emotions, everything was just really scary to me. And so I reached out, tried a few other things, and they failed. And then I tried a session, like when I first got this download for the whole process on myself. And after one session, everything shifted. There was no more hatred, nothing. And it was just starting with the name of the person. That was it. It wasn't the issue. It was just the simple name. So we don't need to know the details. That's kind of the beauty, one of the beautiful things about this process. And I went ahead and did another session. And at the end of that session, it was sort of nearing Christmas time. And my first thought was, I need to buy this person a Christmas gift. So to go from a level of just not even knowing who I was in this situation and having that much hatred and being scared. I'm also not a person, I don't have a whole lot of fear, really. But to go from that level to wanting to buy a gift for this person after 2 sessions was completely amazing to me. So that showed me just how powerful the whole TAW process is. Here is from Stuck to Shifted, the not so pretty picture is phase 1. So that is something that we work on and move through in phase 1, the clearing out process. And then the prettier one is what we sort of work through, we reprogram in phase 2. So this gives you a visual of what it's like going from carrying all that weight and baggage into lightning and high vibe, high frequency living. And you don't need any art skills or really supplies. Like most people pretty much have everything they need on hand. So here's what one of our TAS students has to say. Transformative art healing has been an absolute game changer for me. Heather Silva's visionary 12-step journey truly feels like a gift from beyond, combining creativity, energy work, and spiritual connection in a way that's both profound and accessible. The shifts I've experienced go beyond surface level healing. Ta cleared deeply rooted trauma, helped me release stuck energy, and empowered me to rewire limiting beliefs that had held me back for years. This isn't just a method, it's a deeply personal transformation that feels aligned with your soul's purpose. Whether you're seeking to heal your own wounds or to guide others on their journeys, Ta offers the tools and support to reclaim your light and step into a vibrant, empowered version of yourself. If you're ready to embrace authentic healing, I can't recommend Ta enough. It truly changes lives, including my own. So thank you, Karina, for that wonderful testimonial. Here's another one. Being one of the first to be trained in the Ta modality has been nothing short of transformative. From the moment the course began, I felt genuinely supported. Every question I had was met with thoughtful and thorough answers, making the learning process both seamless and enjoyable. Heather's passion for Ta shows through in her ability to create a safe and welcoming environment, one that fosters deep connections and a shared sense of purpose. Surrounded by like-minded individuals, I felt inspired and empowered to grow, not only as a practitioner, but as someone dedicated to the common goal of healing the world. This course has been an empowering educational journey that I'm truly grateful to have experienced. And thank you, Alani, for that testimonial. And here's another. This is actually the story I shared about my time and using the 12-step process. I guess it's kind of my testimonial. The one not so beautiful picture was from the second session. And you can see that it is not pretty. Again, that's what we worked through in phase 1 of the process, and then shifted into phase 2, which was my second one. Definitely much prettier. There was another added message that I chose to leave out there, but this gives you a visual of what it's like to go from stuck to shifted. So I'd like to thank you for joining me. You've gotten just a glimpse of what transformative art healing can do, clearing blocks, shifting energy, and transforming lives. If this resonates with you, I again invite you to head on over to the website, and you can get all of the details on the certification. We also have a practitioner spotlight page. So if you'd like to get a one-on-one session or a group session, you can go to the website and take a look there. And I'd like to hear from you. Like, what if something came up for you during the exercise, then you can drop me a message in the email after this class is over. You should be getting an email within, I don't know, the next few hours or few days. And you can just simply reply to that email and let me know your thoughts on the process. Or you can go to Instagram and send me a direct message, or Facebook and send me a direct message there, or the website has contact. You can reach me there too. So several ways you can get in touch with me. If you have questions about the whole process, then feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer those for you. There's no question that is wrong or too stupid. So please reach out and let's keep the energy flowing. And hopefully I will see you in the course. And before we say goodbye, I would like to introduce you to Alani, Karina, Becky, and Danielle. They are on the Practitioner Spotlight page. They have taken this full journey with me in creating the certification program and testing it out. And so they are super amazing people, and they would love to, I don't know, work with you, have you join us, all those fun things. All right, so for now, I'm going to say goodbye. And again, you can reach out with any questions that you might have, and I'm happy to answer them.